What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. And today, June 13th, 2026, we have a story that genuinely surprised me when I dug into it, because while everybody has been completely consumed by the A.J. Brown trade for the last 2 weeks, a brand new report just dropped pointing towards something nobody saw coming. The New England Patriots could be preparing yet another blockbuster move, and the position they are targeting this time is not offense, it is defense. And the names attached to this potential move are some of the most dominant pass rushers in the entire NFL. So let us break down everything that has happened in the last 24 hours, because this story is developing fast and every single piece of it connects to a much bigger picture. Let us start with the report that dropped just days ago from Musket Fire that has the entire Patriots fan base buzzing all over again. The headline says it plainly. The Patriots are suddenly tied to another blockbuster move for the 2026 season. And the reasoning behind this report centers on something that has been quietly identified as the single biggest remaining hole on this roster: the pass rush. Despite signing Harold Landry in free agency and drafting Gabe Jacobs in the second round, New England's defensive front still lacks the kind of true difference-making edge presence that elite AFC contenders need heading into a deep playoff run. And according to this report, the Patriots have already been placed on the short list of teams connected to trades for 2 specific names: Josh Sweat of the Arizona Cardinals and Kayvon Thibodeau of the New York Giants. Both players represent exactly the kind of impact addition that could transform this defense from solid to genuinely elite, and the fact that New England is already being mentioned in connection with both of them tells you the front office is actively scouting this exact position as their next major target. But here is where the story gets even more interesting, because there is a third name in this conversation that dwarfs both Sweat and Thibodeau in terms of pure star power and difference-making ability: Max Crosby of the Las Vegas Raiders. The reporting suggests that rather than rushing into a trade for Crosby right now, the smarter play for New England might be to wait closer to the in-season trade deadline, specifically because of how the situation with Crosby has been unfolding in Las Vegas. According to ESPN's Dan Graziano, the Raiders nearly traded Crosby earlier this offseason, but the deal with another team fell apart due to concerns about a knee injury. Graziano specifically said he would not expect Crosby trade talk to heat up again until he gets on the field and proves he is healthy, and that based on everything he has been told, that proof point likely will not come until August or later. That means if a trade does happen, it is almost certainly going to be an in-season move rather than something that gets done this summer. And Graziano specifically named the Patriots as one of the teams, alongside the Cowboys, Bills, and Bears, that could find themselves in serious contention for Crosby if they are sitting in a playoff position heading into the back half of the season and need one more dominant piece to push them over the top. Now think about what that timeline actually means for New England. The Patriots are heading into 2026 with arguably the best roster they have fielded in years. They just landed A.J. Brown. Bleacher Report has them ranked number 2 in their power rankings. Drake May is entering year 2 with a true number 1 receiver and an improved offensive line. If this team comes out of the gate hot, and given the schedule, the AFC East landscape with 3 rookie defensive coordinators among their divisional rivals, and the talent on this roster, there is every reason to believe they could. Then New England is exactly the kind of team that would be buying at the trade deadline rather than selling. And a healthy Max Crosby paired with Harold Landry and Gabe Jacobs on the same defensive front would give this team a pass rush trio capable of wrecking games against any quarterback in the league, including a potential rematch against the Seattle Seahawks in the playoffs. There is also a fascinating subplot developing on the tight end side of this roster that connects directly to the blockbuster move conversation. Bleacher Report reported this week that after New England tight end Julian Hill went down with a season-ending injury, the team could pursue a trade for a tight end with a strong connection to offensive coordinator Josh McDaniels. This is the kind of move that tends to fly under the radar compared to a pass rusher trade, but tight end depth behind rookie Eli Raridon has suddenly become a real concern, and McDaniels has historically valued tight ends who understand route concepts and can win in the middle of the field in ways that complement exactly what A.J. Brown and Romeo Doubs are doing on the outside. If New England identifies a tight end who fits that connection profile and is available at a reasonable cost, do not be surprised if this becomes the quiet move that ties this offense together completely. Meanwhile, the situations surrounding Christian Gonzalez and Kayshon Boutte have both reached encouraging resolutions over the last several days that every Patriots fan should feel good about. Every single player on the roster was present at mandatory minicamp this week, according to Mike Vrabel. Every single player except for one. And reporting confirms that Boutte, despite skipping voluntary spring workouts amid all the trade speculation, has committed to attending New England's mandatory minicamp this week. Boot addressed the rumors directly, saying he tries to block out the trade talk and that he wants to be in New England for the rest of his career. Across 14 games in 2025, he posted a 33-catch, 551-yard, 6-touchdown season while averaging a career-best 16.7 yards per catch. Legitimate production from a player who clearly wants to stay and fight for his role, even with Brown and Dubs now ahead of him on the depth chart. Whether a trade still happens before the season remains to be seen. But Boot showing up and competing is exactly the kind of professionalism that Mike Vrabel has built this entire culture around. The Gonzalez situation also appears to be trending in a positive direction, with the cornerback present and participating at minicamp this week alongside Boot. Both significant storylines that had been generating trade speculation for weeks now appearing to move toward resolution without drama. With minicamp now complete, the Patriots head into their month-long summer break before training camp opens, giving the front office a window to continue working on extensions, potential trades, and roster finalization away from the daily spotlight of practice reports. The bottom line as of June 13th, 2026 is that the New England Patriots are absolutely not finished building this roster, and the next blockbuster move appears most likely to come on the defensive side of the ball, whether that is an immediate trade for a pass rusher like Josh Sweat or Kayvon Thibodeau, or a patient, deadline-driven pursuit of a healthy Max Crosby if this team proves it belongs in the championship conversation come October. Add in a potential tight end addition connected to Josh McDaniels, resolved situations with Gonzalez and Boot, and a roster that just earned a number 2 power ranking from Bleacher Report, and what you have is a Patriots team that genuinely looks built to do something special in 2026. Subscribe to this channel right now and hit that notification bell, because the moment any of these trade conversations heat up further, I will have the complete breakdown ready for you immediately. Drop a comment below and tell me, which pass rusher do you want New England to target first, Josh Sweat, Kayvon Thibodeau, or a deadline run at Max Crosby? Let me hear it. Like this video, share it with every Patriots fan you know, and I will see you in the very next one. Let us go New England.